Hey, welcome back, everyone. I want to talk. I see a lot of other channels doing my most carried knife of 2022, my most carried knife of March or April or whatever month, right? So, because my channel's just different and I always kind of march to a different drum, if you will, I want to talk about the knives that I rarely carry, my most uncarried knives, so to speak. Now, most of these, there's only really going to be one fixed blade, I think. I own other fixed blades, and I never carry a fixed blade, okay? But I do want to talk about, and we'll just start off with this cold steel Recon Tonto in a custom Kydex sheath that my buddy Gary made for me years ago. I don't carry a fixed blade, but this one is a little special because as a kid, when I had no money, I was able to get a cold steel catalog. I don't even remember how I started getting their catalogs because it was kind of before the internet was a big thing. So I was able to get a catalog. I don't know. I probably saw their ad in the back of Soldier of Fortune magazine or Knives Illustrated or something like that. And I always loved looking at their catalog, and I always wanted this knife. I never had the money. I was a kid. I was a teenager. I had all my extra money kind of went to car parts or just stuff, right? Insurance, gas, all that. I was a kid. Ultimately, I got money and I was able to buy this one. This one is a second, and you can see they mark the seconds with a 2 on the bottom because the coating on this one, I think it's PVD coating, was really thick. So you can barely read the cold steel and the blade steel and all that stuff. It's a really thick coating. I didn't care. I got it for a deal. And then I had my buddy make me a Kydex sheath. It came with the normal nylon sheath, but I never carry this. I have used it in the yard a few times to cut some brush and whatnot. But yeah, this is the first knife that I rarely ever carry. And that kind of goes for most of my fixed blades. And here's another one that's very near and dear to my heart is this one from Jim Skelton, the mini Hellraiser. It glows in the dark handles, and it's just very cool. The whole story about how I got it from Jim directly and everything. So, it's a great knife, but it's just not something that I carry. All right, so let's move on to some of the folders and some of the ones that I maybe have carried, but choose to generally not carry. And the first one here is the Serge Pachinko Bean. This is one that my older brother actually gifted me several years ago, maybe about the time I started my channel, 3.5+ years ago. So it's cool. It's a double detent. So there is no lock. It's just a detent that keeps it closed and a detent that keeps it open. If you were really good, you could actually flip it closed also, just like you would flip it open. But this one is a cool one that, it's things I'm not going to get rid of, but I'm not going to carry. So we'll put that over here in the corner. Another one that everybody kind of knows about is all the donut knives. And this is just the donut knives in general because this is the original size. I have the mini and I have the extra large. I also have the small Swiss Army knife versions. I think there's 2 of those and I have both of those as well. But rarely do I ever carry these. I bought them because of the hype and the stuff. I got them at normal price. I was able to get in on the website and get them when they came out, but I never carry them. Another one that I don't carry very often is this RJ Martin ZT collaboration, the 0600, I think it is. Does it have it on here? Yeah, the 0600. I am a huge RJ Martin fan. I have a custom Q36 SS and I have a Shirogorov collab. I carry the Shirogorov collab quite a bit. I carry the Q36 a lot of the time because I absolutely love that knife. When I found out there was a ZT collaboration, I had to hunt one down and got it. I believe there's also a Kershaw collab that I need to reach out and get. Okay, another one that I don't carry is the DAlica. If you know, you know. If you don't know, well, then you don't know. This is a very special gift to the channel. Keith gives these out, and they are very special, but not carried. Another thing that's very special that's gifted is the Z Hunter. Again, if you know, you know. This one, I think, was kind of made famous by Nick Shabazz and is gifted to some YouTubers. And it kind of signifies that you have arrived or you have made it or, you know, something. But again, this is not something I ever carry, but these are special to me. The donut ones, you know, at some point they may leave. The other one that I rarely do carry, but I do carry, is the Phil Harvey Peacemaker. It's 2+ pounds. I don't remember exactly. It's a big beast. I believe it's 3/8 blade stock of amazing hand-rubbed, hand-finished D2. This one has some edge, I don't want to say damage, but edge use. May or may not be able to see it there. It needs a sharpening. I actually loaned this out. And when I loaned this one out, I actually encourage the people borrowing it to go and use it. Like, it is a tool. It is made to be used. I have a YouTube short, I think, of me splitting wood with it, splitting some 4x4s or 4x6s. I don't remember, some timber, some lumber. It is an awesome, awesome knife that I enjoy. I carry this at knife shows, actually, because it brings out a lot of questions. It gets the conversation starting. So this is one that I rarely carry, but is near and dear to my heart. Okay. Another one that I rarely carry was a gift. This is the Rolex Swiss Army knife collaboration, whatnot. I have a very good friend who is very much a Rolex collector. He got that as part of the swag when he bought a knife at some point. I mean, when he bought a watch, and he was very kind enough to gift this to me. It is very special. I don't know that I will ever carry it, but it is very, very special because of the friendship that I have generated with this individual since, well, even before that. We had a very good relationship. That didn't really solidify it, if you will. But that just showed a lot to me. I had gifted him a Benchmade Adamas, and shortly thereafter, that came in the mail to me. One more that I never carry is, this is probably the only quote-unquote safe queen that I own, because it does live in the bottom of my gun safe. This is the Spyderco World Trade Center commemorative rescue knife. Is serial number 0031, and this is steel from an I-beam of the Twin Towers. And it has a very nice wooden display box, and it is has a letter of authenticity that talks about how many they made, why they made it, all of that good stuff. I've done a video on it, which I'll try to link up in the corner. Yeah, this one is super special. And for reasons I don't really need to go into and explain. I think everybody understands. I do also wear a 9/11 memorial bracelet for Sergeant Rodney Gillis from the New York PD that lost his life at the Trade Center. So yeah, that's a big thing for me based on what I do for a living and all of that. That one kind of hit near and dear. So I had to end up with the commemorative knife for that event. So anyway, not to be a downer, but there you go. So let me know down in the comments, please, What knives do you own that you never carry or you rarely carry? And these are not knives that I'm ever going to get rid of, I don't think. I have thought about getting rid of my donut collection because it's a little played out at this point, I think. And I might be able to get some decent money for it. So I've kind of always toyed with that idea in the back of my head. But yeah, there are others that I rarely carry. I can't bring them all out, but these are the ones that kind of came to mind when I was thinking about this topic. These were the ones that came to mind. So that's what I talked about. Let me know down below. Do you have a bunch that you rarely carry, but you keep for sentimental reasons, commemorative reasons, was a gift from somebody and therefore it's sentimental in that way or whatnot? Let me know. Let's just talk about it for a little bit. I would greatly appreciate it. And y'all have a fantastic day.